Well, Rhys Williams is a regional operations manager for the Road Haulage Association, looks after all of Wales and the South West. So you've probably got your work cut out today one way or another, Rhys. But the advice we heard there, is that the kind of thing you'll be telling your drivers today?
Yes, good morning. Absolutely. The advice that National Highways have given, if the vehicle is empty and it's a curtain-sided vehicle, then we would suggest that and recommend highly that they follow that advice. The other thing to remember is it's not just the drivers of those vehicles; it's other vehicles. So stay back or be very cautious when passing high-sided vehicles, because obviously they could actually blow in or turn in. There's all sorts of other advice that we've given to our members, and that is to follow the advice that the local authorities in that area are giving, the Met Office, particularly with dockside operations, so where we've got shipside operations for containers, that sort of thing. They're not operating at the moment. I know Southampton docks have paused their operations. And, of course, ferry operators have suspended some of their route crossings as well. So what we say is take all of this into account. So if that journey isn't going to happen, then there's no point in going there.
Yeah, I mean,
we know it is.
I do wonder, Rhys. People like me will say, well, why don't you just say to all lorries, stay off the roads as of 10 o'clock this morning or whatever it might be? But I guess there are some journeys which are really essential, are there?
Absolutely. I mean, don't forget virtually everything that we use, eat, wear or sleep on, comes on the back of a lorry. So there's urgent supplies, there's medical supplies probably on those vehicles as well. And also, don't forget, some of those drivers have been out all week and they're actually heading back home. So they're trying to get back home. So that doesn't necessarily mean they're on their outward journey. They could be on their return journey coming back in.
How nerve-wracking is it being in charge of one of these big vehicles in weather like this? Clearly, your members will be mostly really very experienced, but you must be hyper alert when you're driving through winds like this.
Well, HGV drivers are professional drivers, and they have to be extra alert as it is. But this does test their abilities to the limit. These winds, and having driven in these winds, I can confirm it isn't pleasant. It's very scary. So, yes, they have to be acutely aware of what's going on anyway. But even more so, because as I say, it's other traffic as well. It's trees. It's buildings, roofs are flying off buildings, all this sort of thing. So there's debris as well as the other vehicles and their own vehicle that they've got to contend with.
Thank you so much. It's useful for us all to hear that this morning, if you're not in a lorry even, just as other road users are out and about. Just really, the really big message is, well, obviously don't travel if you don't have to, but if you are on the roads, just give loads of space to lorries or any high-sided vehicles around you. Cheers, Rhys. Take care. Rhys Williams, Regional Operations Manager for the Road Haulage Association.